Hey everybody, this is Cine Monstrosity. My name's Kevin.
I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Jeff.
And we're here to talk to you about all the latest movie news, movie trailers, and just kind of what's going on in the box office and so forth. So what do you have for us today, Jeff?
Well, starting off, let's hear what's in the box office with our show, Show Me Your Box Office. Week 3, Finding Dory, $400 million.
Whoop, whoop.
Now, is that internationally or nationally?
No, that's domestic. Sorry, I should have said that first.
No, that's fine.
But yeah, $200 million budget, so they made it back domestically.
No problem.
Yeah, worldwide is around $600 million.
And so that doesn't even include probably merchandising and all kinds of other stuff that's going to fall, because every kid's going to have the backpack, the lunchbox. So yeah, they're doing fine. They're just going to keep cranking.
You think they're going to make a third one?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't see the new one yet, so I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if the
Will
ocean...
lead into a third
Well,
one?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It kind of left like the other one did, just like open-ended. It tied the whole story finish, but like, if they wanted to, they could. They shouldn't, but...
They didn't kill the fish, though.
No, nobody
So
did.
the fish can stick around and round through.
How did they kill the fish?
So they can't make sequels.
This is Hollywood.
It's messed up, man.
It has happy endings, and they never kill the main character or supporting characters, or
You
Come
mean
on.
Disney or Hollywood?
Disney and Hollywood.
I mean, but those Pixar movies, they always kill a beloved
sad.
character, like in the first 30 seconds usually. So
What Pixar movie are you talking about?
All
every
the
single one
Pixar
of them,
movies.
even Finding Nemo, starts that way. His wife and their like 200 kids get killed by
In the first like 2
by
minutes of the movie. The scary
barracuda
fish.
or eel or whatever the hell it is.
I forgot about that one.
And then up.
And up. Hello.
The whole like first 2 minutes of the movie is him and his wife not being able to have kids,
Okay.
and they get old, and then she dies, and he's cranky.
I forgot about that.
It's brutal.
It goes on.
I totally forgot about that. All right, my bad. Then we have, of course, week 1 with Legend of Tarzan, which I didn't go see. I don't know about you guys.
Nope.
Coming in with $60 million.
How much did they spend to make that one?
180.
Woo!
So they've got their work cut out for them. They've still got an uphill climb,
Yeah.
They're
uphill
not gonna
battle.
With foreign, they have worldwide about 80.
Altogether, about
Altogether.
80 million.
It's not great.
But it is week 1, so maybe they'll pull it out of there.
Yeah. Sometimes it seems like, they stretch it out over some time. Usually I think they have a good idea of how it's going to do if it kind of blows things open in the first weekend. If not, over time, DVD sales and everything, they'll probably make it back, break even, but they're not breaking any records with that one.
I don't know. It's just doesn't seem interesting.
No.
I think the target audience is... I think everybody's getting totally burnt out on the remakes of the remakes and the live-action versions of the remakes.
But they're gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
Disney has so many lined up right now.
It's like they have a dartboard and they're just like spin it and they throw the dart and 1 in 3 is going to make them $500 million. So even if Tarzan or the Jungle Book or whatever the hell they do doesn't quite make everything back, the next one will. So they'll just keep trying.
Yeah.
I like that dartboard idea. I think that is what they're using.
They should make a Disney Starship Troopers remake.
Whoa.
Musical.
No, absolutely not.
The Clendathu necessities.
I was almost against the remake of Starship Troopers, but I feel like if
What do you mean? Time out. What?
Well, they're planning a remake.
Who is?
I don't know. Just
Somebody.
Hollywood.
No.
Probably some horrible director. Paul Verhoeven was amazing. I think his Starship Troopers will be super strong. But anyway, if they do make another one, it's another Starship Troopers. I think the fan, totally win.
I'll watch
The
it.
one fan.
Yeah.
Although, no Ironside, no thank you.
They can't bring him back. So
He's super old.
Didn't he die?
No.
Whoa.
No, not in real life in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they could just give him more robot body parts.
Give him the Des treatment.
Go ahead.
No, wait. Which one died and came back in the last one?
Oh, it was the gal that was the captain of
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
she
huge
gets
frigate that they were
squished by the door.
that they were on. Yeah, she gets squished. But then she's in Starship Troopers 2. Although you're not sure if Starship Troopers maybe is a prequel.
It doesn't matter. She dies. She dies in both. So
In
it's
both. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she dies in the second one too. So even if it were a prequel,
Right.
she couldn't have been in the first one.
It's
Maybe it's her twin
stupid.
sister. It's the future. Crazy things happen.
Who in their right mind would cast somebody from the first one, but kill him off again? Like, it's... Anyway.
Sorry.
Maybe she's sleeping with the director. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or somebody's cousin or something.
Somebody figure out who that actress is and contact her.
Get on it.
Stop it.
Stop doing what you're doing.
Central Intelligence, $100 million.
Back on track.
Their budget was $50, which, I mean, that's pretty good for domestic, really. That's a good comedy.
Oh, this is The Rock.
Yeah,
and,
The Rock.
Okay, got it. Yeah, took me a second. Yeah, I think there's definitely like a big crowd that's going to go see movies like that every time they come out.
People love Kevin Hart right now.
And The Rock. The Rock is like the largest grossing social media star in the world right now.
What does that mean?
Means he makes a fortune off of his Instagram and Twitter accounts and stuff because everybody follows him and he just posts himself doing squats and inspirational quotes all day.
Yeah.
And he has that little dog.
Somebody's a follower.
I follow him. He posts funny stuff. Also, he's a huge man, and it's just cool to see him working out.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. There's The Purge, $46 million, budget of $10 million. Really, they didn't...
That's the third one, right?
Yeah, they didn't throw that much at it.
I don't think it costs much to make a movie like that. It's just, some fake blood. Close some city streets for a couple hours.
Well, is this another, like Saw type movie where it's just like a torture porn?
The first one wasn't.
Not really torture porn. It's just... So, the whole premise of the movie is that for one day a year, to solve all of society's problems, they let people do whatever they want. Whatever that means. Which, of course,
murder.
Boils down to everybody committing murder for one day. And for some reason, the rest of the year, America's okay.
Yeah.
So, we watched the first one together, and...
it was solid.
It was good. It was just kind of a suspense horror.
There wasn't actually that as graphic as I thought it was going to be. It was more of a, suspense. Are they going to get in? Who are they going to get? Because it boils down to, the one family. Then you follow the one family, and then,
Yeah, somebody gets into their house because the kid feels bad for him, and they try to help him out, but he's being hunted by people that are going to kill him. And so it turns into this family trying to defend themselves against these people that are trying to commit murder.
Right.
So
I haven't seen the other one.
So the new one is all about this politician who's she's got this big...
she's trying to end the purge.
She's got this, plan to end the purge because it's horrible, obviously. And so the Purge 3... What is it? Election Day, right?
Election Day.
The Purge election day, or election year, is all about how probably Congress or someone like that is going to hire people, and they're going to come after her so she doesn't end the Purge because it's so important to them.
I think I did see the first one.
Ethan Hawke.
Kind of, yeah. But lost interest with the sequels. They didn't sell me. On this one, definitely didn't sell me. Just because it's I'm going to change the original idea of the Purge because we passed it in the first place. I thought it was a good idea. Come on.
I pretty much only want to see the second one because Matt Saracen is in it.
Matt Saracen.
I don't know his real name. Friday Night Lights.
Whatever the actor's name is.
Yeah.
Saracen. 6.
Anyways.
Then we got the BFG.
Oh.
Big Friendly Giant.
Yep.
How'd Disney do on this one?
I think they probably should have said the Big Friendly Giant instead of just going with the BFG.
I think the book's called the BFG.
That's what the book is called.
Yeah, but so could be construed as something else.
The gun from Doom.
Stop it.
Yes.
Get help.
The BFG.
31 million, and only...
It didn't do well.
It did not.
Nobody went and saw it. Yeah.
I don't know anybody that saw it.
Their budget was 140. So, sorry, that was week 1. So, I mean, it has time to come back, but...
Yeah.
It came out at a weird time.
It is kind of interesting timing, especially with, Finding Dory still being pretty fresh. Mm-hmm. And there's some other kids' movies, too. The Secret Life of Pets just came out. So it's got a little bit of competition. I know kids' movies are generally all year long, but usually, they sort of naturally give each other space. And so there's a bunch out right now.
Yeah.
Well, and even, how many of these are Disney movies, too? So Disney's just kind of...
At least 2, right?
Yeah, at least 2. Or 3. Because Finding Dory, Legend of Tarzan, and BFG.
Tarzan was Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think...
Isn't it?
I'm pretty sure. Fact check.
Fact check.
And then finally we have Independence Day Resurgence, which was domestic week 2. This is week 2's numbers, 83 million, and that's 269 worldwide.
How much did they spend?
A budget of 165.
So they've done okay.
They definitely
Not
made
as
their money
well as
back.
the first one, but
Well, yeah. Plus, it's not going to be a fan favorite
Nope.
no.
because I didn't see it, to be honest, but these two have.
It sucked.
So I've been waiting 20 years for this movie, and I'm just gonna pretend it never happened because it was laughable. We had a couple of drinks because we want to set the bar nice and low, and it failed to.
Didn't even get there.
It failed to meet our low expectations. It was laughable.
But not in a good way.
Yeah, it was more sad. Tears.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say without totally derailing and diving into all the dozens of problems I had with it. We'll just leave it
We'll
at
save
that.
that for another day.
It stank. I'm surprised they made any millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's everybody that wanted to go.
Right.
Like,
It was us.
Yeah. Well, and everybody that probably.
They tapped into that
I
nostalgia.
kind of want to
vein.
see it now just because of everybody's like reaction to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend the $20 a
gonna
movie
say,
ticket costs or whatever. But
wait for Redbox.
yeah,
Give it
Amazon.
$1.
Download it for a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
Or something.
You make it sound like a
It'll be good on a rainy day to have on while you're like doing something else.
like Stealth
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
or The Core.
The Core.
Jeez.
I'd rather watch The Core again than.
Speaking of the core, Casey
Yeah.
watched Deep Impact the other night.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Is that her first time?
I don't remember. I don't know. But it's not Armageddon.
Oh.
No. Nothing.
Well, it came around right around the same time.
They did come out at the same
Yeah.
time. It was one of those. There were a couple of times that has happened where like two different versions of the same story sort of come out.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, especially because that's so specific. It's, asteroids gonna kill us all. They send people to go try and stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Although they failed in Deep Impact. Spoiler alert!
The
Movie
end.
came out 20 years ago. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
everybody dies.
Whoa, not everybody. They had a big boat.
No, they went underground.
Oh, I thought there was a boat. Oh, I'm thinking of a different one.
You're thinking of The Day After Tomorrow.
I was just gonna say, is that The Day
or
After
no,
Tomorrow?
2012
Oh, I didn't see that one.
with John
20
Cusack.
20
No. There's a different movie where they have like two arcs, because they're trying to
That's
save everybody.
2012, right?
I don't think it is.
2012.
With John Cusack
Maybe it is.
and
Didn't see it.
yeah, I think it is because he's a pilot and he like steals the plane or whatever, and they fly around and then they eventually find because they say the government's building ships, and so the whole time they're making you think that they're building like spaceships
It
to
was
leave.
that movie.
Yeah. And then there's a big reveal that like, oh, they're building ships. They build these massive boats for people to like 4 of them, and like 1 or 2 of them fail and get blown up or whatever, but the other 2 make it to Africa, which is the only continent after the world ends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Sure, why not?
basically. But Deep Impact, people go underground. I don't think you find out if they live or not. I think the movie just ends with the
think so,
world
too.
So they
exploding.
went underground, but yet it was like made a huge wave, right?
Sure. Yes.
Or it kind of displaced all the water, so it just made everything underwater, and the people that were on like mountains or because
Yeah, there's people like atop the Himalayas and there's just massive wave.
that's fine.
It's cool. They just don't make them like they used to, folks.
Ooh.
I guess not.
Elijah Wood.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh,
Lily
jeez.
Sobieski, I think.
How else did they do?
Who else?
That's
The movies in the box office.
that's pretty much it.
Oh, I meant like what else? What other movies are? I thought we got them all.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
As far as that. So next segment is our news segment. Just brand new news that just dropped within the last week or so. So Alien Covenant will feature. Excuse me for getting this wrong. Noomi Rapace.
I think that's right. Noomi Rapace. When we heard her pronounce it, it sounded like Noomi Rapace. She
Yeah.
might have rolled her R a little bit, like Rapace.
Right.
Or something like
I
that.
thought it was Naomi Rapace, but it's Noomi Rapace. That's kind of interesting because
So this is Prometheus 2, or this is the next Alien sequel?
it says Alien Covenant.
Okay, because I think there's 2 coming, and I keep mixing which one is which.
Well, isn't Alien 5 and then Alien Covenant, or is it going to be Prometheus 2? And
One of
Alien
them,
Covenant?
one of them's a sequel to Prometheus. The other, which is probably this one, since she's in it, and then the other one is going to be the Sigourney Weaver.
I couldn't imagine both of them being in.
No, I don't think it's.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
That would be
time-wise.
really strange to have. Well,
because Prometheus is a prequel, right? Like it's
It happens like
way
way
before Alien, so I don't think their paths are going to cross.
no.
There's definitely 2 movies happening. One's a Prometheus sequel, the other one's an Alien sequel that's going to
Correct.
wash Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection off the map.
Which is a shame. I liked Alien Resurrection.
I mean, they're not going to stop being there. There's still movies that exist.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Which one is the jail one?
Alien 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only seen that like once, and I'm pretty sure I didn't finish it.
That's most people's least favorite.
And Alien Resurrection is the one where she has the baby.
Yeah, they clone her. So she dies at the end of Alien 3. Not a spoiler, because this was 30 years ago. She dies at the end of Alien 3, and then like fast forward 1,000 years or something like that, and somehow they were able to salvage one of her cells from like the wreckage.
Okay.
And they use that to clone her, so they bring her back to life
Yeah.
for the sole purpose of extracting the alien from her chest. So by cloning her and bringing her back, because when she died, she had the alien in her chest.
Oh, I definitely didn't finish the movie then.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's cool.
So she dies at the end of Alien 3.
Okay.
Spoiled. And like I said, so they find some cell of hers that they recover, and they clone her in Alien Resurrection so that they can get the alien that was in her chest out. Because apparently if you...
Clone them the way they were, the day.
I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
Science.
And that's in a spaceship in space, and shit hits the fan,
Right.
and all kinds of other madness.
Well, I remember the like mutant.
Oh, like hybrid
Thing.
thing? Okay.
Yeah. In Resurrection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was, come on, a highlight because of the effects.
It was really cool.
Practical
It was
effects
super
is- yeah.
It
brutal.
was super gruesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do remember that.
Yeah, the way they kill it is so cool. So creative. But,
That's another podcast too. We should just watch all the aliens.
We might.
yeah, we'll watch all the Alien franchise and we'll talk about it.
Yes.
Including Prometheus.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So next up is Warcraft being the biggest video game movie of all time.
Now that's financially speaking?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, I mean, makes sense because in China it really blew up.
Yeah. It just knocked the ball right out of the park.
Right. Domestically, it didn't do very well. I think it was, I think week 3 was around 60 million. But in overseas, in China, it was like 500 million.
That much?
It was
What was their budget
Wow.
again?
super
How much
huge.
did they spend making it?
I think it was 160 million.
Okay, so, and they're going to make sequels.
Well, I hope so. I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
And I think, having a sequel to that would be really cool. Because they could go...
They could do anything they want with it, just like they could do anything
Right.
they want with the video game.
Because
They
there's
could
so
just-
many stories.
Yeah, tons of basically bottomless pit. Anything they think of, they can do.
That's cool.
I wonder if this is going to pave the way for Blizzard to make another video game movie. Because,
Oh, focus on their other franchises?
not necessarily focus on, but branch out.
Yeah.
You know, they could make a StarCraft movie. I'd watch
They
the
could.
hell out of that. They could maybe make a Diablo movie. I don't know. Sort of Van Helsing type witch hunter movie.
That would
I'd watch
actually-
that. That'd be cool.
That'd be very cool. Yeah, I think if Warcraft... Since Warcraft did so well, and if they come out with another one and maybe it does do well, they probably would branch out. I mean, they have...
Why not?
I mean, hell, even an Overwatch movie.
You took the
Like,
word out of my mouth.
just-
I was just gonna say they could totally make an Overwatch movie. They've made those like 5-10 minute animated shorts about the characters in Overwatch, and they're in like the Disney Pixar, like the Incredibles style of animation. And I'm so captivated. I'm like, this game doesn't even have a story, but these videos look and they're just awesome. I would totally watch that movie.
Cool.
They're legit.
Yeah.
They're very, very well done.
Yeah.
So,
It's surprising they would invest so much in a game that doesn't have any story or any gameplay besides like the competitive mode, but I would watch the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Or StarCraft or Diablo. They could make a movie out of any of those.
well, let's hope they do. All right. So, has there been a celebrity that you guys have been missing lately? Maybe since
Or always.
early 2000s.
I'm always missing him.
Oh, I'm talking about Brendan Fraser.
And his haircut.
Oh, yes. Everything about him.
Can you tell me 3 movies you like that Brendan Fraser starred in?
The Mummy. Monkey Bone. Alright, that one wasn't.
You didn't. I said that you liked.
I didn't like that movie. Jeez, that's.
Pick me.
Go.
The Mummy. Blast from the Past. You said that I liked.
Yep.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm. And then I made a face.
I know you did. And George of the Jungle.
George of the.
I was a kid.
Okay.
We were kids. It was a fun kid movie.
Okay,
I
fair.
also am gonna put
Maybe Bedazzled.
I was gonna say Bedazzled as like a runner-up on deck, kinda.
Okay.
Although I haven't seen that in a while, I don't know to hold
Elizabeth
up
Hurley
real
is
well.
still.
She is a babe.
movie.
I actually watched it with Casey recently because she had never seen it, and it is really bad.
Oh.
And I liked it when I was a kid and I was younger,
Alright,
and it came out.
fine.
But
I just like Brendan Fraser. He's so charming.
He's very good. I really enjoy him. That's
so
why
if the Starship Troopers remake
stars
is
Brendan Fraser,
starring Brendan Fraser
Totally different movie.
as a high school kid,
that wouldn't work.
Johnny Rico, but he's 50.
Eesh.
Casper Indian was not that old for that film. Look, that's another topic. That's another
We're gonna have
podcast.
to-
No, I'm not talking about Casper Van Dien. I'm saying it's Brendan Fraser.
I know, but you're saying that he was old for being in high school.
No, that was back when they casted old people to play high school students, so that's not that unusual.
I think you were reading too much into that. Stop getting offended. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Magical.
But anyway, Brendan Fraser played a villain in a Bollywood movie.
A Bollywood movie
Bollywood.
with Brendan Fraser as the villain. I didn't know Bollywood movies had villains.
Bollywood movies are renowned just nuts, I think.
Yeah, like all kind of cinematic
Just crazy.
fireworks.
Pretty. Most the two that I've seen are like colorful and fun.
Well, you haven't seen the Bollywood that I've seen.
Okay.
They're nuts. They're just.
They go all out.
I'll have to show you a trailer for one of their like
Action movies?
action movies.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never seen an action movie.
Yeah, pretty
Two that I've
crazy.
seen are like musicals. So.
It almost seems like they took some of the ideas that they've seen Hollywood doing and they just like, let's do that, but bigger.
Crank
And
it
like,
to 11.
but also somehow lower budget.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do we have any idea what it's about or who else is in it or
Not yet.
kind of role he'll
No
play?
news other than he's possibly starring in a Bollywood movie, which good
That
for
makes
him.
me
I'm
happy.
glad he's getting work. Really, it's.
Has he been trying to get work here and nobody's giving it to him? I don't know.
I remember one day, I think it was probably like a month or two ago, on Reddit, he just blew up because it was like a Brendan Fraser day. Because
What?
people just, I think it wasn't announced yet that he was going to be in a Bollywood movie, but it was like, I think it was when somebody died, but they thought it was Brendan Fraser. I'll have to relook and check it out.
Fact check.
Yeah, I'll have to fact check myself, but it was such a funny day. So many Photoshop of Brendan Fraser.
Fraser's.
Yeah, it
You know
was-
you've made it when you're the punchline of a joke.
Especially on
basically.
Reddit.
I guess, yeah.
When you made one movie, arguably two movies that were halfway decent, and then 20 years later, people are making fun of you on the internet, you've made it, I guess.
Hey, I just
You're doing a
started
good job.
following a page on Facebook that's called The Same Picture of Jeff Goldblum Every Day. Along those same lines.
Shame on you, Jeff Goldblum. Independence Day 2 sucked.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
like he's
But you made up for it. Well, you didn't.
He
But
didn't.
The page is
He
amazing.
wasn't even good.
No. I
He
feel like
wasn't
he
even
was
good.
there.
He was there to
He
collect.
was just there to not get fined. That's how I felt about
Yeah.
it.
He was there. He wanted his $1 million or however much they paid him
Yeah.
for that. And Will Smith, good on you for not coming near it.
Good choice.
I felt bad for him because they used his picture a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I wouldn't want my name on this.
He did
Well, he's-
Suicide Squad
he's
instead,
dead.
which I have much higher hopes for.
Yeah.
I know you guys don't, but I do.
Hmm.
I'm excited. When
gonna
does
be good.
that comes out soon?
They had to refilm half of it because they found out people were going to hate it.
No.
It's cool.
Not half of it.
Already.
But
No, they got
did
back
some
together
reshoots.
and had to do reshoots after
They did.
Superman and Batman. Everyone was like, oh, that wasn't fun.
Right.
But, oh.
Yeah, they made it like more lighthearted.
Yeah. But you know what? You can easily achieve that by changing music. Like, you could be like, hey, the music in this scene, let's put in like a funny dubstep song instead of some sort of
That's true.
morose Hans Zimmer or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that could work. So next on the news, Jared Leto to play in an interview with a vampire.
Yes.
The remake. So did this movie really need to be remade?
No.
Is
Probably.
Jared Leto likable? I don't know. A lot of people like him. I'm not a big fan.
Really?
I am neutral.
I think he's alright.
Yeah, he's alright. Not like, oh man, put that guy in more movies, though. Did anybody miss him while he spent 4 years just doing his band thing? Probably not.
Well, I thought he did the band thing and then came to acting.
He was an actor first.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was the other way around.
I don't know.
I thought he like took a break from acting. And then,
So he was acting and doing 30 Seconds to Mars,
right.
and then he kind of stopped acting and just did 30 Seconds to Mars for a while.
In 1992, Jared Leto moves to Los Angeles to pursue a career in directing. Including acting and roles on the side. So, I guess, yeah, you're right. He acted before he musicaled.
I think the first thing I ever saw him in was Requiem for a Dream.
I actually never saw that movie.
Me neither.
I've heard and seen scenes from it and the trailer. So.
That's all I got.
Which scenes have you watched?
What? Yeah.
Well, let's just not go there. You can watch it later.
I probably won't. But okay.
It's a good movie. It's really sad. Really
I've heard.
sad. Beautiful cinematography, though. It's done really well.
Yeah.
It's still very sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a sad story.
All right.
Yeah. But the Interview with the Vampire remake probably doesn't need to be done.
It's not really that compelling of a story. Vampires. I think everybody's tired of vampires nowadays.
Yeah.
Everybody is so tired of vampires.
Kind of just done with it.
We don't ever have to see vampires again.
You want to.
Always.
Shirtless, skinny, pale vampires.
Not necessarily.
Next up for the news, Jim Carrey and Eli Roth team up for a new horror film. It's called Aleister Arcane.
I was reading about this story a little bit because I think it's actually an older comic book. And it's the kind of thing where there's like something spooky going on in a small town, and he's going to be the villain basically. And I think there's
Jim
like
Carrey?
Yeah, and I think if what I was reading a really brief summary, it sounded like there's going to be a ragtag group of kids from the small town that have to stop him from his like evil plans or something like that. At least that's what the book was about. So it's supposed to be a horror movie though. So I don't know.
If Eli Roth has his hands in it,
Is it going to be filthy or kids going to get murdered? I don't know. We'll see.
I hope not.
I like the idea though.
That's
Jim
gonna be
Carrey's been silent other than, the last movie he did was the Dumb and Dumber sequel, which I
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Enough
say
said.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
He's been pretty quiet, and he's done a couple of he's laid a couple of eggs over the last 10 years. So I think he's overdue for a big comeback. So I'd like to see this movie. I'd like to see what direction they take it.
And I like him as a more like serious or like scary. Like I'm one of the only people that I know that liked the number 23.
Yeah, it's like
I know you think that, but whatever.
23.
it's I like the idea of him kind of going out of his comfort zone, because for so long he was the comedian, and I think he's such a good physical actor, and he's so good with like his expressions and all of those physical acting attributes that he has. It's really an intriguing idea to imagine him taking him to a kind of a darker place when you're so used to the the talking behind and the mask and all of those catchphrases he had throughout the 90s and early 2000s. So I'm sure he probably feels the same way too, that he doesn't want to do that anymore. Not necessarily that he can't keep doing that, but it's like
He just doesn't want to be boxed in.
he doesn't want to be boxed in. He even he tried to make a couple of darker movies. They did Eternal Sunshine and The Spotless Mind and things like that.
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
More serious.
It's funny, but it's also sad and has some dark undertones. And I adore that movie.
That's
I
awesome.
really like that movie. It's touching. It's compelling. So yeah, I'm excited to see a horror movie or some kind of spooky magician.
I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where they go with it.
Cool.
James Earl Jones confirmed as Darth Vader.
Yay!
Or the voice of Darth Vader in the new Star Wars movie.
Rogue One.
And he's getting up there.
He is.
He's getting up there.
He's 85,
so,
I think.
Yeah.
Not to be morbid, but one of these days they're going to have to sit him down and like come up with a list of everything Darth Vader may have said in his life and make James Earl Jones say it in like 6 different ways a piece so they can record
computer
it.
programs for that.
And also, I'm sure there's somebody else out there that sounds enough like him.
Or they would just figure out a way to alter somebody else's voice.
They would probably just make somebody else do it.
They have programs now where if he said enough things, they can make
they
his
can also
voice
replicate it fairly well.
Do it. That's how they did the introduction in Disneyland's the Twilight Zone ride, the Tower of Terror. They took that guy, I'm totally blanking on his name, the host of the Twilight Zone, and took his voice and put it in a computer system and made it say the script for that ride.
They have the technology. They can do it.
And
besides,
it's Disney. So
how many more times are we going to see Darth Vader anyway? Probably not too many.
Probably.
This one's another prequel.
He leaves a big legacy, though.
Yes.
True.
Some big shoes to fill.
Yes.
We're talking about him like he's dead. He's not. He's
still
fine.
here.
No.
Yeah.
But, okay, so if they do that, I really hope that they pay him pretty well for, hey, we're going to use your voice after you're gone. We're going to give you some money. Your family some money, at least.
I'm sure they will.
Because we're going to keep using you. I don't know. It just
I'm sure
there's
there's probably a legality involved where they have to. They can't use his voice and not.
Right.
So I'm sure I'm sure his kids are fine.
Anyway.
I'm sure
As it is.
I'm sure
He's
too.
been in the showbiz for a long
time.
time. And he's had a pretty fruitful career, I'd say. So
But I'm excited that he's back.
it's going to be really wicked to see Darth Vader. Not Anakin, but Darth.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm excited for a prequel that's kind of filling the gap, because there were a lot of interesting ideas between the newer prequels that George Lucas directed and the classic Star Wars movies. So it's going to be kind of cool to see that gap bridged a little bit and to see a different spin on the story. We're going to see some more characters that we haven't met before and maybe fill in some more of the gaps. Granted, I don't think it's written by anybody that is going to say, oh, this is what George Lucas was thinking all those years ago or anything like that. But it's going to be just I think it's going to be a fun adventure. So, and it'll be totally goosebump worthy the first time you see Darth Vader, and they're going to play the Imperial March.
Of course.
And, you're going to hear him and he's going to say something dark and totally awesome. And I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be good.
Yep.
All right. So what do you guys think? Ghostbusters reboot? Okay, I know. Already, sour taste in your mouth. Their toys are already hitting the bargain bins.
I read about this story. Apparently, some spokesman for Target came out and had to release a statement about how it's a huge mistake because somebody called out Target for the Ghostbusters toys hitting the bargain bins. The problem is that nobody's buying them. The bigger problem for Target is somebody raised the flag and said, hey, wait a minute, why are these crappy toys already on sale? And so Target's got a big PR mess on their hands.
Gotcha.
Because now they're backpedaling because they're like, whoa, we didn't mean to put them in the bargain bins already, but none of the kids wanted to buy any of the toys.
So are they like the action figures of the girls?
Probably, and probably some spooky ghosts and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm sure they are getting
thing with action movies.
Probably a bunch of made up stuff too. Because what they always do with these toy lines, the same thing Batman's always gotten over the years, is they always have these weird aquatic frost Batman, and it's he's got some big ray gun and a version of the Batmobile that never existed.
Oh, I guess that's true.
They always do crap like that, and I remember even as a little kid, and I know Hanson sees this the same way. It's he'd see it, and you're like, "What the hell is? I just want Batman in the Batmobile. I don't want this laser eye weird thing that you never saw in the cartoon or in the movies." So I'm sure the Ghostbusters toys, same story. They probably have all kinds of weird gadgets and gizmos that no one ever sees in the movies. But regardless, no one was buying them, so Target was like, here, get rid of them. And then somebody noticed, and the movie hadn't even been out yet. So, oops.
Hey, good story. That's hilarious. I can't believe
it makes me wonder if it is a mistake, or if people, I wonder if it was a mistake, or if Target is
oh no, they've got great PR people. I'm sure they were like, I got this.
Yeah, but just boom, it was a mistake. We never meant to put them on sale.
Yep.
even though nobody's buying them.
Jeez.
We'll just have to put them back out there for 6 months until people forget, and then try again.
Try again.
Oh man. Okay. So the last news story here. Tetris is getting a trilogy instead of a single film
Why?
because
What?
it's too big to show on one single film.
What is?
Sorry, did you? I must have. Tetris.
No, I mean, what is too big?
Their
about
story.
What is the story about Tetris?
The pieces of the story just are too big to fit in one movie.
That's so bad.
Was that a joke?
That's so bad. But yeah, that's an actual story.
They're making a trilogy out of the Tetris.
Yes.
I don't know how you make a story out of that.
I can't come up with a regular story.
It's one of those things where you could justify anything in the world and say, yeah, and that's Tetris. As long as it boils down to squares and shapes fitting into each other.
Probably make like a Lego movie type thing.
Well,
They could go really creative with it and do something like that and have some kind of animation like where there could be some reason, and it's like I said, anything they want.
right. A trilogy.
That's putting a lot of eggs in one basket,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be garbage.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Seriously, it's gonna be garbage.
I don't know. I kind of, like Caitlin said, the Lego movie, I kind of thought that was going to be done.
So did I.
And I liked it a lot.
I love that
I thought
movie.
It was funny. They did a really good job. The score was good.
Yep.
Chris Pratt did a good job.
Yep.
We'll have to see.
Morgan
who-
Freeman did a good job.
The animation was awesome.
All the guest voice actors they got and co-stars was really funny.
I guess we'll have to see who really director.
yeah, true. Still early.
Stars.
Still early.
What? Yeah, we don't even know if it's animated or anything. I'm sure there'll be some kind
Yeah, it's not gonna be a pixel or the.
It's not just going to be like blocks with faces. That's kind of what I picture.
Oh no, I was talking about the.
Oh, the
Adam
movie
Sandler
Pixels.
Pixels.
Nope.
They could do something like that if they wanted.
Oh Lord, I hope not. That movie.
I'm not saying they should.
Yeah,
but
I see.
That is one of the options.
Gotcha.
Right. All right, so this next segment is called Trailer Trash. And so we're going to talk about 3 trailers that just hit or recently hit. Imperium. An FBI agent goes undercover to infiltrate a white supremacist group that is planning on making a dirty bomb. So this one's starring Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe. Radcliffe? Whatever.
Yep.
This one actually looks pretty good.
Looks
to be honest.
intense.
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
really, really intense.
Looks like kind of an action thriller. Supposedly it's based on a true story. I'm not really sure which it's referencing. Call me ignorant. But, yeah, so basically it looks like Daniel Radcliffe plays some kind of ex-military person who gets recruited by the FBI to infiltrate this white supremacist group who they suspect is planning some kind of terrorist activity. So he's going to have to stretch his, or flex his drama skills.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some violence, probably.
Oh yeah.
I think it's good for him to diversify his portfolio.
Yeah. As seen in recent years, he's done a lot of diversifying. We've got Swiss Army Man, which just came out.
I can't wait to see
I
it.
can't wait to see it either. I think it looks great. He did Horns. He's done...
That was weird.
he did
He's
that
in that
TV
TV
show.
show.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, I watched all of it. The name escapes me. The Young Doctor's Journal.
The Young Doctor's Notebook.
Notebook.
Yeah.
Great. Which I actually really liked it.
It was fun.
I got sucked in. I watched
Yeah.
the whole thing. It was
Well, there's
really,
only like 8 episodes,
it's 2
right?
seasons long.
but each one is only. Well, the first one was only 4.
Yeah, it's pretty short, but
Yeah.
it's awesome.
It's
He
good.
does a really good job.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a little serious, a little funny.
It's good. It's dark comedy.
It's good. Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. He's doing things.
Yeah, he's doing things. Imperium looks,
It
it looks pretty uncomfortable. I mean, he's a child actor, and here he is, and he's having to,
Pretty good.
So, it's pretty cool. It looks good. It looks really dramatic. Probably not one for the kids.
No.
No, but yeah, it looks really awesome. So next up would be Bloodfather. Action thriller starring Mel Gibson.
Old.
So this one,
Old Mel Gibson.
the first thing I think of is basically Taken on meth. Like, Mel Gibson seems to play some sort of washed-up ex-con or something, and he's got a tattoo parlor where he runs out of his trailer in the middle of, like, New Mexico or something like that. And his estranged daughter seeks him out for assistance. She's basically being hunted by a Mexican drug cartel or something like that. And so Mel Gibson has to go crazy white guy with guns and hunt them all down.
Team up with William H. Macy.
Pantless William H. Macy to ward off this well-armed drug cartel.
I think it looks really good. I mean, I haven't seen Mel Gibson in a while, so I'm up for it.
Yeah, Mel Gibson, did get the Gringo. I think he was in one of the Expendables movies. He's kind of slowly trying to make his comeback as an action star, even though he's getting up there in age a little bit. But he did a lot of action movies in his day.
Yeah.
You know, everything from the Lethal Weapon movies, Braveheart, Ransom, Payback.
Payback.
Yeah.
It just looks like a new Ransom to me.
Yep. Yep. Instead of like being a wealthy New Yorker, he's not.
Right.
He's quite the opposite. But yeah.
I think his beard looks good on him.
Yeah, he's got the nasty beard, the greasy, hairy arms, and a stained wife beater. He's ready to probably do the double pistol thing again.
But you know, it gets serious when he shaves the beard.
He shaves the beard, gets some kind of blue collar going.
Yeah.
But that could be in the beginning of the film. Like, I mean, you don't know. Because the trailer might put things at
That's true.
different spots. But yeah, he might be clean shaven in the beginning.
Something goes terribly
wrong. Then he's in a trailer. And he's full beard.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to see it. You guys can let me know how it is.
Looks like a badass action romp.
I was not sucked in.
Oh, all right. So War Dogs is our next movie. Arms dealers Jonah Hill and Miles Teller supply weapons for U.S. allies in Afghanistan. What did you guys think of the trailer? I thought it was fantastically shot. And,
so did I.
And made. Like, it's a fun trailer.
Yep.
I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not a huge Jonah Hill fan, and this does look to me like the movie that comes out every 6 months. Oh. A movie like this comes out all the time with, like, these guys getting way over their heads and, like, montage of them throwing money at strippers and doing blow in the bathroom. It's like, yeah, I've seen this movie before. Although the trailer was really well done. I do like Miles Teller. I think he's really talented, and it's supposedly based on a true story as well. So this one might be interesting. You know, I don't know what the time period is. It's got to be recent.
2007.
Yeah, 2007.
Did you see Drumline?
Yes, I did. You mean
Drumline?
Whiplash?
Whiplash.
Oh, I was like, Drumline.
I did see
with
Drumline.
Nick Cannon?
But I also saw Whiplash.
Yes.
And that movie was really good.
It was really good.
And he did a good job. And he could play the hell out of the drums. It looks like.
Cool.
Now, I think the trailer made it look like a comedy, but I sort of think that it's going to be like a more serious with some comedy. Yeah. Because it looks like a scary subject, which...
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a comedy Lord of War. Did you guys see that one?
Yeah. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. Yeah. And then, they get into some bad shit over their heads. And next thing you know, there's a beheading or something.
I'm going to go see it.
It'll be fun.
I like Jonah Hill. I'm glad he's fat again. Sorry.
I was going to say, actually, he's kind of gotten his weight back. I think maybe he got back to his roots. Everyone liked him when he was heavier.
Yeah. Skinny Jonah Hill. Sorry. Not a fan.
So our next segment is the teaser trivia. I'm going to tell you 4 possible movie news items, and you guys have to figure out which one is false.
Sounds fun.
I'm in.
Alrighty?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Game time.
And of course, I think the way it's going to be is basically you guys can team up. You can just talk about it.
Okay.
And just figure it out yourselves.
We're not playing against
each other. So it's not a competition this time.
Next time.
I mean, it can be a competition if you want.
It's cool. We'll hash it out. We'll figure it out.
With our powers combined.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, in an original script for Star Trek The Motion Picture, Kirk was going to fist fight Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Number 2. In an unreleased Turtles 4, they were going to introduce a new turtle. his name would have been Kirby.
Like Ninja Turtles?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Kirby the Turtle.
In Fight Club, there's a coffee cup hidden in every scene.
Oh.
And in Batman and Robin, Batman pulls out his credit card and it says it's good till the date August 5th, 2016.
I already know which one is false.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. It's the Batman one.
What
It's
is
good
it?
forever.
It says forever.
Yeah.
That was too obvious.
Because I freaking love that movie and all of its terribleness.
Good game, everybody. We got it. So,
Woo!
so let's talk about the ones that are
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
So so the Kirk fist fighting Jesus isn't actually that far fetched. We do know in the fifth movie, they do go fight God. They go like searching for
Is that
God.
after Search for Spock?
Yes, Search for Spock is the one
Fourth one.
after the Wrath of Khan,
Yes.
I believe. I don't know if it's the first one after the
Well,
Wrath of Khan. Hanson's not here to set us
yeah.
straight. And he's the Trekkie of the group. So, but they do go looking for it, and I think kind of do a battle of some sort with God in
Okay,
the
I didn't know
universe.
that.
So,
Yeah.
Kirk fist fighting Jesus isn't that far fetched, although it sounds ludicrous, and I'm glad it
So
didn't make it in the
silly
movie.
sounding.
At the same time, I would like to see Jim fist fighting Jesus.
Yeah, so yeah.
So does that mean they were going to time travel, or they were going to find Jesus elsewhere?
No, basically an alien would have transformed into Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Wow.
And they would have fought him. Badass.
They would have fought him, fist fought him. And then, so next week I think I'll have definitely harder trivia for you guys. But all right,
Don't pick Batman and Robin. We did a whole podcast about that one.
That's true. We've watched the hell out of that movie.
okay, all right, that's good enough.
Okay, tell
I
us.
actually had something originally there, but I couldn't figure out a good way to edit that one. So, but
Alright, tell us about Kirby the Turtle.
right, so they were gonna come out with a new Ninja Turtle named Kirby and name him after the comic book artist Jack Kirby.
What's his deal? What was his deal going to be?
I don't know. I don't know if he
What
had
could have
color was it
been?
going to be?
Yeah, what color could he have been? He could have been a number of different colors, I guess.
But
Yeah.
since the movie didn't happen, they did come out with a TV show. And the producers wanted a female turtle for the show. So when they came out with their live action TV show, they brought a new turtle named Venus de Milo.
Oh,
Why?
I
Why
didn't
was that
know
her
that
name?
was a real thing.
That's a real
Yeah,
thing?
Venus de Milo, that's a painting, isn't it?
Oh!
Isn't the Venus...
So they're saying, right, okay.
Isn't the
With
Venus
the
de
artist.
Milo the, like, naked girl with her hair, and she's standing in, like, a seashell?
I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure that...
Art history.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And so
So
they're
that
sticking
actually
with the
kinda makes
artist
sense.
name. It does. Even though the other guys are all the painters themselves.
Right.
Maybe they couldn't think of a classic painter that was a woman from like the Renaissance,
That's not a thing.
because it wasn't a thing. They had better,
Not
more
till
important things to do.
The first female painter I can come up with is Georgia O'Keeffe.
Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia O'Keeffe.
Interesting.
Anyways, I don't art, really.
Well, yeah, so they came out with a female turtle and the show bombed, of course.
Oh.
What do you mean, of course?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it wasn't time.
The show tanked. The Ninja Turtles needed a break, I think, is probably
Yeah.
what you mean.
Still don't think the
Getting-
Michael Bay turtles are any good.
They're quite
They're
popular,
making a
actually.
lot of money.
This new generation of kids likes them. And
They're
actually,
into it.
Jeff Hansen's a big Ninja Turtle fan, and he actually really liked it, I think.
I think he's just a big turtle fan.
Well, and I think he recognized that these kids today, it's okay for them.
Yeah.
You know, classic fans of like the older movies and cartoon and stuff probably aren't going to like it as much. But, you know, kids these days, it's new and it's fresh for them.
The main reason
Cowabunga.
I didn't see it was Megan Fox. I can't stand
I
it.
mean, what was that about? I
can't-
thought her and Michael Bay weren't friends anymore.
I know, I don't know.
But she needed work.
He threw enough money at her.
Probably, yeah.
That's
Her and her
weird.
toe-thumbs.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's they had a little fight during
During
Transformers.
Transformers, so she wasn't in the third one.
Right.
Or fourth one.
Or fourth one, yeah.
How many have there been?
4. They're
4.
working on a 5th one, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Is Shia LaBeouf coming back?
No.
I don't know.
He's done with it.
He's done.
Those series. And then, Fight Club. There's a coffee cup hidden in every scene.
That's pretty cool.
That is kind of cool. I like hearing about stuff like that.
Me too.
That I knew. When you know that they kind of make fun of something or out of something basically that they're working on for months and months at a time, it's good to think, that they had some sort of tradition that they could do. Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily interfere with the production of the film, but that can... It's a way they can kind of leave their mark in it.
Right. It's like the Seinfeld Superman thing. There's a Superman somewhere in every episode of Seinfeld.
Or a pineapple in Psych.
Yeah.
It could be anything from an actual pineapple that they pull out of the fridge to pineapples on Henry's shirt.
To earrings or... Yeah.
Anything. A picture, a shirt.
Yeah.
Somebody's drinking a mug. Somebody's holding a mug. Yeah.
There's a Starbucks cup. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Some kind of cool little fun facts.
It's cool for a couple of reasons. A, it's just good movie making because it really adds a human element to scenes. It makes it seem so natural when people in the background are interacting and eating or drinking. Having a coffee like we do. But then, for the same reasons we discussed before, it's kind of cool. They just creative, hey, someone should be drinking in every single scene. That's our thing for this movie.
And then, so finally the Batman one, which you both said
we knew
absolutely 100%.
We knew right off the bat.
Yeah. Off the bat.
Nice. See, the only reason why I thought I could probably change that is because I'm like, maybe August 5th, 2016 this year. That's why I'm adding it to this thing.
I liked your effort, but I know more than probably any human should know about that movie other than the people who were in it. I've seen that movie so much. I loved it growing up. I love it now. It's my, embarrassing love movie. What do you call it? Guilty pleasure.
It is definitely a guilty pleasure. Although, it's bad good. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to laugh about. It's fun to throw back a couple of beers and watch. Everybody knows all the stupid crap that Arnold says.
Yep.
People will quote it everywhere if anything comes up that's remotely ice pun related. To the point of almost being overdone. But that's okay. That's
why we love it.
That's why we love that movie. It's just so campy, and it's just so... it's interesting because the Tim Burton Batman movies, they sort of walk that line between dark and real and, really dark.
Right.
And comic booky. There is sort of a campy comic bookiness to it, but it's subtle enough that it's not
it's not
this is really
your
lame. It's not slapping you in the face.
Yeah.
Batman Forever almost veers away from it a little bit. It keeps some of the elements, but it doesn't have that much of a wackiness to it other than Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that's what
and that at the time just that's Jim Carrey.
Right.
And then Batman and Robin just take it and they hit you in the face with it. And it's just to the point of
awesome.
We could talk all day about that movie, but we're not going to. Another day.
Tabled for another day.
Another day. All right. Well, good job on getting the
Wahoo.
the teaser trailer or teaser trivia. I guess normally I would have the winner, but we didn't do a really competition this week.
We were a team.
Yeah, I think we both knew right away.
Do you guys have a movie quote you'd like to say? Just as a winning movie quote?
Oh my god, no.
Just something?
I'm so on the spot.
Jeff, how about you? You're wearing a movie shirt.
Oh.
Oh, is this a movie shirt?
Oh, it's so cool.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Love that shirt.
No, I didn't win, so... Because clearly, these were easy questions. Or at least one of them was dead easy. So next week, or next time we do this...
We could throw in one of my favorite Mystery Men quotes.
Let's hear it.
Teamwork.
Yes! Well, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time on Cine Monstrosity.
Bye.
Thanks. Hope you have fun.